was just thinking, about, the food preservation stuff, because this is something that I experienced, when I was really young, went to the village. My mom said, no, we have to go to the village, because he said, we just need to go. So you guys, you don't have experience. You just need to go and see how people live. I said, okay, no problem. I will go, And one of the most important things, that really hit me in my mind, and it's still that I talked about it every time. When I sit and talk about food, I said, I've seen a lot of food thrown away by farmers. So we went to the village. So my grand uncle said, no, we have to go to the market. It was like miles and miles away. We have to walk, you can see this. My grand uncle was like 70 years old at that time, and at that time I'm around my 20s or maybe 19. I'm struggling to walk, but this man was really moving very fast than me. And I said, this is really crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. So when we guys said, I just hit my mom and said, Mom, can we take a cab? Mom said, no, we need to listen to uncle. And I said, no problem. We walked. By the time we get to the market, I was already knackered. I was tired, and then you need to, buy what you need to buy and take it back home. And it was miles again, because they just want you to get that experience. So I was like, every time I just turned around, I asked Mom, let's go. Why are we still waiting? My grand uncle would say, wait, it's not yet time. So I was like wondering until when we came back home, then I realized what they were doing. It means when they come, the farmers, when they come with all the crops and everything, food stuff, they walk miles and miles to come to the market. So when they come, say they are selling it at that time, £2 or £3. So these people, the buyers, they will wait until when the market is about to close. These people will drop their price down to £1 or 50 pence. Then that's when they will buy. And sometimes, because they know the farmers cannot take it back, the excess, they will dump it in the market and go back, because they cannot carry it back again, because they have a lot of food in the farm, which they need to still bring the next market day. So I sat and I look at this thing, I was really like, my goodness, to carry all this come and a dime, and then you cannot sell everything, dump it in the market and go. It's crazy. And then where we come from, like the coastal part, we came, to the village. No, guess what? Fish is very expensive. The difference I saw was because a lot of people buy fish, take it to those villages to sell. I went there, the fish was even cheaper. And I asked my mom, it's like fish is cheaper here than even where we come from. Where fish is coming is more expensive. So when they buy it, bring it here, these people to do the same thing until the fish will tell them, why can't we buy it here and take it back? So it was just that experience, like a dumping ground where you see people are really struggling. I said, what if we can preserve this? Said, okay, you give the farmers, like Michael said, give them enough money rather than they train everything away. Go back and starve or struggle with their children or families, send children to school. If you can buy 3 or 4 pounds, the way they want to sell it, rather than waiting until the last bit when the market is about to shut down, they will throw everything away and then you can start to buy it that time. So it was like, my God, what is happening here? These people, they have struggled, they have worked hard, and they cannot make anything. But imagine now with OnPassive, maybe things have changed. You go now, give them this and buy those products. Like Michael said, buy it and preserve it, so you can sell it to those other part of the country where they are lacking some of those things. You go there, you buy it, you preserve it, you take it down, transportation, and you sell it. So there will be food balance across the country and even across the African continent, because there are sites that are starving, lacking for something. Transportation can go, bringing food from. I traveled to Nigeria, I saw food. Honestly, I saw food. I was just looking, because me, I'm really I really take note of things. When I go sometimes, I can sit, I can be talking to Michael, but I'm taking note of what is happening around me. And I'm like, my God, look at food, look at forest. What is really happening here? That, like I said, OnPassive now is the way. Do we have the will to do this? The will must come from the OnPassivian, to start to think about what is necessary. Because at the end of the day, not everything on this planet Earth, we sometimes you must take care of your need, but not what you want. Because sometimes we buy things we want and we don't really need them. We buy a lot of things we want. Yes, I like this, I like this, but do you really need it? No. You buy 70 cars. Do you need 70 cars? You don't need it. I was reading something You know, most of they said one man take across a look, you know, across the rich people, those who are millionaires across Nigeria, Africa. You go, you see the big house they have, swimming pool. They have never swim on that swimming pool for once, because they are busy chasing money. They have golf course, they have lawn tennis. They have never played with their family for once. They have gym in their house. They have never even sit on that gym because they are chasing money. So why do we have all these things and you don't even use them? This money can be used to bless others. It's not about showing off that I have the biggest mansion. That's not it. That's not the essence of life. The essence of life is about when you look at people around you, how happy they are. When you open your gate or you come out, you look at the face of all those people. You cannot be on the fence, put a wall around you, and those people live around you. You just think like, oh, when I see sometimes people spraying money in Africa, I say this is madness. Take that money, build a house for a widow, put house, and say I've changed your life, transform your life, rather than take more money and spray it. Sometimes I say this is madness. There are a lot of lives to be changed and transformed, you know, by doing something just small. You don't need to build a decent house, just put a roof over their head. Give them a reason to live again. And you see how God will be opening your way, blessing upon blessing will be coming, just for little things you can do. And if 1.5 million founders can do, I'm just not 1.5, just say 500,000 can do just these things, these little things, life will be transformed. OnPassive will not transform the whole world, but we will transform people's life bit by bit until our time is over and expired.